Hey y'all, back with another video, and I'm going to, you know, what she say, I'm going to say. And, example, if she says, cause this is about Afrocentric, debunking Afrocentric lies, what she said, but, yeah, about to debunk Arab centric, so, yeah, this a name. No, I don't like her, but I like other Arabs, okay? Yeah. This is her name, her YouTube channel. And let's go. Why Egyptian statues have broken noses. Hidden secret. Noseless. Okay, get ready.
Now it's time to destroy all the crazy conspiracy theories about the broken noses being an attempt by Egyptians to hide the ethnicity, or that claims that the Egyptians broke the noses to hide their Black African appearance. Yeah. First of all,
ain't nobody got time for that.
So obviously the group that is spreading these lies are trying to make it look like all of the ancient Egyptian statues have broken noses, which is not true. Like I said, the majority of them have their noses on their face. And
okay, first of all, the first problem is all African people that claim Egypt is ancient Egyptian people or African people, and they say that the noses, like all the noses broke off. First of all, when they say all the noses were broken off, they don't physically 100% mean all the noses. They physically meant like a lot of them broken off. People like that wouldn't understand. They would understand. But black people are not saying all the noses are broken off. They're only saying like a lot of them are. But okay.
you can see these statues with their noses intact. You can see what their noses look.
Okay, the statue that you're gonna be showing right now is going to be fake. Most of them, but I'm point out some ones that not fake. So.
And they look like the majority of Egyptian
Those are not
noses
fake.
right now. They are not.
That's fake. That's fake. I mean, he's real. He's a real guy. But that's fake statue right there. And they're comparing this, both of the statue and the man, Arab man, which is fake. So, of course, they're going to match up because they made it like it was Arab person. Resemble Arab person, so.
Black African phenotype. No. Secondly, even with these noses missing, you can clearly make out the features of the statues.
That's fake.
All of these statues have...
What is that? I never in my life saw that statue. That is so fake. That's so fake.
The typical Egyptian features of full cheeks,
I guess
big
that's
almond
fake,
eyes,
whatever.
and thin to medium lips.
The rest of these are some of these real.
In comparison with the African statues.
Okay, with the African statues, she and other Arab people like that's trying to debunk like African people were trying to like resemble like ancient Egyptian statues and stuff like that. They only do West African because they only, and first of all, yeah, they only do West African statues because they already know that like a lot of West African people, they have big noses and stuff like that. But the thing is that all Arab people acting like African people only have one specific type of like a feature, like nose features, and that's like big nose and stuff like that, and big lips. First of all African people do not got big noses and big lips. That's what they all wrong about. That's what they keep on messing up about. But yeah.
You can see the difference between the
It's
Egyptian
fake.
statues and the African statues in the features.
All African statues do not look like this. It's a lot of African statues that look different. Like that statue right there is fake, and that if it was a real statue, it would look way different, and that would be considered as an African statue because it's physically from Africa. The African people made it, so it would look way different. So
even if you hide the noses,
West
you
African.
can still make out the race of the statue.
Okay, all of them are fake. A lot of people already debunked her, him, and her. A lot of people all talked about them. But she was shown West African, of course. So
Number 3, even if a statue of a person has a broken nose, there is almost always another statue of the person with its nose intact. So you see, these people are always showing the statues with the broken nose, but with a simple Google search or even a visit to Egypt, you can see this statue of the same exact person with its nose intact. So you can see the shape of the nose. Even if this person has all of their statues with broken noses, there is almost always a picture or a painting of them with their noses, obviously, such as King Senusret III. So here you can see King Senusret.
Okay, he's a fake guy, by the way. And how is he fake? Because he looked way too modern, and he first of all, and the reason how I know like which statues are fake, which statues are real and stuff like that, is because it's because the Arab people and the white people, not all Arab people, not all white people, I'm just saying the ones that do this, but these people, they physically, like, they physically carve, like a physically machine, like physically make a replica, like, not replica, but make another statue, like a fake statue, to be that other king, whatever, a pharaoh, whatever, a queen, something like that. And they try to, like, switch it up, try to make it white or Arab, but not black. And the reason why you don't see, and the reason why you don't see like all the black statues like everywhere is because the white people, and the Arab people, they all hide it in like chests and like big old big old boxes and stuff like that somewhere else inside their museum, like probably underneath, like inside like a storage room or something like that. But a lot of them always hiding statues and making fake statues. So yeah, and that's that. Look, to watch. So.
With the broken nose, and this picture is always used, one of the most famous pictures that they always use, these Afrocentrics.
Yeah. These statues these pictures that they mostly use of like Pharaoh, they all mostly be fake. So most of them be fake. So should we get to Afrocentric?
Senusret does have a statue with a broken nose, but he also has statues with not with a broken nose, the statues that have their nose. There are also paintings of King Senusret.
Okay.
And nose. He does not look black African, he looks Egyptian, just like.
First of all, you cannot say this person look Egyptian. And first of all, the reason how I know that painting's fake and that statue's fake is because the painting of it, if you see so much real painting, like paintings and statues and stuff like that, and you learn about features, you will understand, and you will just point out them constantly, like which ones are fake, which ones are real. That painting is fake, and if it's real, this guy just very like light, whatever. But yeah. And first of all, the reason why I know that statue's fake and this thing probably real, I guess. If this painting was real and this statue fake, I would say cause you see like the lip and stuff like that. The lip is real like full. This lip is very like more in and flat and thin. So yeah. And you see like the nostrils right here, like the nostrils right there. If you can see, nostril right there. Yes, it's a little more more bigger. So, and in this statue, it's not that big. Yeah, so next on.
Face and nose. He does not look black African, he looks Egyptian.
Because the statue's fake, of course you don't look black African. Y'all change it.
Like the Sphinx. This group is focusing a lot about the Sphinx, always talking about the Sphinx looks black African. Egyptians shot off the nose of the Sphinx to hide its black African appearance and all of that. Let me blow your mind, honey.
Go ahead.
This is not the only Sphinx we have. There are thousands of Sphinx out there.
Oh, we know that.
We have a lot of Sphinx, okay? That might be the biggest one and the most famous one,
We
but
might
it's not
be, it
the
is.
only one. A lot of the other Sphinxes have their noses on their faces.
Okay, I just saw something
Have
right
their
here.
noses on their faces.
That supposed to be Hatshepsut, I suppose. Okay, you see these faces, right? A lot of the Arab people, they physically like they get the same what's that word is? They get the same ideal of the statue. They get the exact same like crown piece and stuff like that, but they change like the face to make it more like Arab like or white like more the straight race. And the straight race is like straight, more like way more straight feature, more European feature, like like real thin lips and white, like real thin noses. The features look like actual white, even though some black people got thin features, but they still don't look white. Yeah, but these statues, they look like Arab or white person, whatever. So let's begin. He's little black. Okay. Oh, and by the way, yes, that is Kefri. He's Kefri. He's one of the guys. He one of like the first that built one of the pyramids. And yeah. And first of all, the face and yeah. And look at him. He look black. The Sphinx look black. And yeah. You see? Okay. This I know a lot of these people always fake stuff. First of all, why the nose stick out that darn much? They really try to make it like an Arab nose. And here right here, they trying to make they physically push the lips like up in here, like push the lips like more out, whatever, or more like narrow. And they trying to, make it look, more Arab like. And the nose just killing. That's the main thing. The nose is just all over the place. Literally all over the place. They're trying to make it like Arab nose. So like that statue look black. That statue look like a different race. Like what?
Number 4. We are not the only ones that have statues with broken noses. And let me give you...
Who's we? Who y'all? Like those not even their ancestors, first of all. They're not their ancestors, descendants, relative, nothing like that. Y'all ancestors, relative, and descendants are Arab, okay? Arab.
Great example. The Nubian Empire. An empire that is well known to be black African, and this is a proven fact. No Egyptian will come up here and tell you Nubians are not black or we're not black, okay? All we're trying to say is the Nubian Empire is different from the Egyptian Empire. That's all we're trying to say. Kingdom of Kush, the Kushites, or modern-day Sudan. Let's talk about one of the most well-known kings of the 25th dynasty, King Taharqa. King Taharqa was one of the kings that ruled over Egypt during the 25th dynasty of conquer by Nubians and the Kush Empire.
Okay,
Broke in Sudan.
hold on.
In Taharqa.
Let me just
King
wait.
Taharqa statues were found in Sudan. They were found with broken noses. Not one of them, not two of them, but the majority of his statues found with broken noses.
And the reason why that is because they resemble black faces, just like the ancient Egyptian statues.
Why? They were found in Sudan. Found
Look
with
at
broken
this.
noses. Why?
The nose, the lip, look just like the ancient Egyptian lips on the statue. Like what? It's not making sense.
They were found in Sudan by Sudanese people. Now the question, are the Sudanese also trying to hide black Africans from their history? Please explain this to me. Here you can see Taharqa's nose in the paintings. There is no denying that this is a black man with a black African nose phenotype. Obviously, very big difference from the usual alpine nose depicted in.
Okay, let me just
that this is a black man
let me
with
help
a
you out a
black
little bit.
African nose phenotype.
Okay, first of all, that picture is real. That picture is fake. If you look up paintings and of him, first of all, that thin lip, the thin nose, everything is it's not clicking, it's not adding up together at all. It's really not. That is reconstruction. First of all, so it's fake.
Obviously, very big difference from the usual alpine nose
That is fake too.
depicted in Egyptian art. And let me bring something to your attention. Afrocentrics and the people trying to push these lies and false narratives about Egyptian history are always using pictures, paintings, and sculptures from the Nubian and Kush Empire.
Okay, first of all, guys, a lot of the Afrocentric people, first of all, a lot of their stuff do not be fake. Some of their stuff, but most of their stuff be 100% real. First of all, and when you see like they be using like Nubian and Kushites, all that extra stuff like that, like statues. First of all, they don't always use that. They use ancient Egyptians. Actually, they just about only use ancient Egyptian statues when they're talking about like that, because they already know that like Nubians are not like 100% ancient Egyptians. So let's get that right.
Presenting them as Egyptian artwork and Egyptian pharaohs, obviously to back their theories of lies and culture and history theft. And of course, the poor viewers are not very knowledgeable on history, so they fall for it very easily.
First of all, girl, you're very poor at history, at physically the true history. You know your history, but you just don't know the right. Your history that you're learning is airwash. It's right about like the cities and stuff like that, how the culture is, but when it comes to dealing with race, race, ethnicity, and stuff like that, and what's that, like features, the face features, and the skin color, y'all are wrong about y'all. A lot of y'all are wrong about that, especially you. And you and the last video they used is post a while back ago, and I already made a video about that. She said that Africa, the whole all of Africa was heavily conquered and stuff like that. That lame thing right there. I'm not trying to do too much. I'm not showing too much proof, because I'm saving it for like direct last because I'm making me a book that's coming out later on. And it's gonna be like probably 300 or 400 pages long. So our proof that ancient Egyptians were black. And yeah, but yeah, a lot of us black people, we do not lie. We know our history. The ones that woke, we know our history. Like me, I'm woke. And yes, I know a whole bunch of history, mostly Africa though. I know like other history too. But yeah.
The 25th dynasty was the only black African dynasty.
And guys, if you look it up and stuff like that, they're gonna say 25th dynasty was the only black African dynasties, of course. But no, it was not. First of all, I got something for y'all. I got something. Hold on. I'm gonna leave it right here for a couple seconds, and I'll be back because I'm about to show this girl something. Just wait right here for a second. Okay, I'm back, y'all. I'm back. Okay. Book right here. 25th Dynasty. 25th Dynasty. There's a little dam up in here, but got it now. 25th. Where's that? There. 25th right here. Wait, no, is that 25th? Yeah, the 25th right here. 25th Dynasty. They always say, the 25th Dynasty, stuff like that, was, black African dynasty, stuff like that. First of all, you gotta understand, the old kingdom, not right here, but the old kingdom, these were the first ancient Egyptian people that physically, they really found the land and started building, and all through up here and stuff like that, all through here, all the way through it was, okay, I'm gonna break it down for you. Okay, these was all the people that was black and Arab and white. Okay, the old kingdom were physically 100% African. All through here, the middle kingdom was African too. In between the middle kingdom and the new, and all through up here and stuff like this, they all up in here, this whole line right here. These was a lot of conquerors, and stealing, robbing, all that stuff, like try to get rid of people. You know how they did like in slavery and stuff like that. They try to like steal people's culture, all that stuff like that, and break off the noses. This whole entire line right, like the middle up in here to up in here, was nothing but Arab people colonizing, and like the Arab people, like her basically, she's Arab. Her people, her descendants, Arabian people. The Arab people was colonizing. The Roman people was colonizing right here. The like the Romans, the Greeks, all them other people was conquering so much. And that's the reason it have, some paintings and stuff like that up in here of some of like more more like the real straight type features, way more like the fake, they more like the colonizing type look of like in the paintings and stuff like that. And like in the statue that like the Arab people like she keep on like showing, and other people making it. But that's the reason why you see a lot of fake statues and paintings. Even if you go to the museum and stuff like that, you see it. Because between the middle and the new kingdom, they were getting conquered by the Arabs and the Romans and Greeks and all as the French, and that's the reason why it was conquered. The the AD mean actually CE. The BC really mean BCE, or the BCE mean BC. It doesn't matter. But yeah, they mostly mean the same. So they mean the same. They got their own little same period. The CE all the way up in here and stuff like that. The BC all the way in the back. These were African people like was at. So a little less for y'all.
Ruled over ancient Egypt. They were invaders from Nubia and modern-day Sudan. They were called the Kush Empire or the Nubian Empire, a separate civilization than the Egyptian civilization. And I'm going to bring a Nubian, actually I'm going to bring more scholar and historian.
And and yeah, she's switching it up now. She's starting to switch it up to act like the Arab people. Like the Arab people was ancient Egyptian, and the black people, African people, was like the colonizer. And she's starting to switch it up. And yeah, you see right now. So.
And Nubian, actually, I'm going to bring more than one Nubian scholar and historian to tell you guys and teach you about their history, because there is a lot of misunderstandings going on right now. And these misunderstandings are being utilized by people that have personal gains from mixing up the Nubian Empire with the Egyptian Empire. The 25th dynasty was a foreign invader that conquered Egypt for 91 years, exactly like the Romans, the Greeks, and the Arabs did.
The Arabs. You see that? The Arabs. Okay, y'all see that. That's
After
proof.
they were kicked out of our land, they went back to theirs.
First of all, y'all Arab people wasn't kicked out. Y'all land because y'all wasn't even there in the first place. That wasn't even y'all land. Y'all came, y'all was conquering them. So.
And they built pyramids and statues and made artwork that was similar to ours because they were inspired by our amazing culture. I mean, who can be?
And first of all, she's switching up even more. She's starting to say that oh, they was copying our culture and stuff like that. First of all, the Greek people, the Greeks, the Romans, stuff like that, they was copying ancient Egyptian culture, and that's the reason. That's the reason you see some Roman coffin, like mummification coffin, like dressed up and look like ancient Egyptian, but not 100% ancient Egyptian, because they're not ancient Egyptian, because they don't know how to like physically make it as a African features and looks and stuff like that, So yeah.
This is easily proven by one Google search that is going to tell you the age of the Sudanese pyramids compared with the age of the Egyptian pyramids, and you will see that the difference between them is around more than 1,500 years, maybe 2,000 years even. I will link a few links in the description. I will link a few links in the description that you can learn more about the difference between the Nubian Empire and the Egyptian Empire. We are not denying that there were black pharaohs.
Y'all are denying that the black pharaohs was like between the middle and the new, and they was conquering y'all. But the thing is, I'm trying to just explain to y'all that we was in the old kingdom when we found Egypt and we started building like pyramids and homes and growing our city and stuff like that. And she based it opposite. So
denying is that Egyptian civilization was primarily made up of black pharaohs. That is not true. And this is very degrading to our people because it reduces them to a skin color. We did have dark Egyptians and we had light Egyptians and we had the same mixture of skin tones that we have today in our society and our...
First of all, you gotta understand. The Arabs, like the dark Arab people, they do not their skin do not 100% look like an actual actual black or brown person's skin color. The melanin is a little off. Like they don't want to like match up. They look a little off. But yeah.
Country. All of these skin tones are just as important to the Egyptian civilization and culture. All of them contributed equally to the rise of this great ancient civilization. And it's not fair and it's not based on any science or historical fact for one group to come up and decide who gets to pass the vibe check of being an Egyptian based on how light or dark their skin is.
First of all, black people not trying to say that. We just trying to prove and just get our culture right and our people right. That's all.
People are coming in the comments and are telling me I'm not dark enough to be an Egyptian. According to what? Oh, according to my fantasy. No, honey, your fantasy does not matter. Truth is what matters. And the truth is, there were Egyptians that looked like me, there were Egyptians that were whiter than me, and there were Egyptians that were darker than me.
First of all, when you say the Egyptian people, there was some Egyptian people that look like you. First of all, the only reason why they look like you is because in the middle kingdom, in between the new kingdom, y'all start colonizing. That's literally the only reason why, why some of the statues and like paintings like look like you, because y'all colonizing invaders. So.
And all of them contributed equally to the rise, as I said, to the building of the civilization, to the building of the pyramids. No single color was the original. It was not.
Yes, it was. First of all, it was one color that was here first, and that was black, obviously. Scientists can prove it and all. I can prove it too, but, there's not the video to do that.
Mono color civilization, but in the end we all have the same genetic makeup, and we are Coptic Egyptian race, indigenous to North Africa.
No, y'all not. Y'all not indigenous. If African people was on this earth first, in Africa, everybody originated from Africa. That means African people was in Africa first. That means the ancient Egyptians were African. Y'all was in the Arabian Peninsula. What?
Come and tell us who gets to be Egyptian and who doesn't get to be Egyptian based on a fantasy that all of Egyptian people must have looked like you or else they weren't Egyptian. Anyways, that was my mic drop on the Afrocentric theory that Egyptians are breaking noses to try and hide the African appearance.
And that's my mic drop too, that the Arab people trying to hide their Arab, like they trying to hide like black people appearance. So.
Not true, as you saw from this video. Guys, please tell me what you thought of this video. Obviously, I tried to simplify things as much as possible. I know there was some complicated concepts, like the concept of the afterlife, which probably does deserve, I don't think, like even one video.
Okay, yeah, that's my video of it.
More than one video.
Yeah, and guys, every single time she posts a video about like talking and try to like debunk African, like African people was ancient Egyptian, I'm gonna make a video too, all the time. So she make one, I make one. If another girl make one that I found, I'm gonna make it too. I got all the time in the world, and yeah, all the knowledge. So keep in touch, subscribe, follow, share, please share. And yes, I'll see y'all later on, and good luck.